Drink a few beers every night.
Phil, you ready?
This crowd.
Chief, you ready? All right. We will call the meeting to order with roll call.
Yes.
Here.
Here.
Gargano.
Here.
Kane.
Here.
Briggs.
Here.
Peterson.
Here.
Knudsen.
Here.
Singleton.
Here.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The council received information on non-agenda topics brought before the council by members of the public. The council will not discuss these topics and will not take action on any of them at this meeting. Anyone who's on the agenda wish to be heard. We'll move to consent agenda. One motion approves all consent items. Item 1 is approved minutes for the meeting held on November 13th, 2023. And number 2, approve or deny canceling the common council meeting scheduled for December 25th, 2023. Unless you want to have a meeting on Christmas Day.
Will it be warmer in here?
That's how we kept the tax rate the same, we don't.
I'll let you walk that day, Phil, if you want to show up.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Motion by Kane, seconded by Schulte. Anything further? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Mayor proclamation presentations, that has been canceled for the evening. We'll go to general business. Item 1 is approved tonight, changing the common council's regular meeting time to 5:30 beginning January 2024. Tim?
Okay, this was based on our conversation at the last meeting. It looked like everybody was interested in 5:30 unless you wanted 5. No, okay, 5:30. You can be here at 5. Oh, I will be, unfortunately.
Make sure the heat's on.
Right. So yeah, with that, again, it's not by ordinance, it's set by you guys, and as easy as you can set it, you can turn it back if you don't feel it's appropriate. So I guess if there's any questions.
Any questions for Tim?
Move to approve.
Motion by Gargano,
Second.
seconded by Peterson. Anything further? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Number 2, approved night resolution 4532-23, renaming Prothero Drive to South Viking Drive between Commercial Avenue and eventually East Main Street. Steve, how are you tonight?
Good, thank you, Mary. You mind if I cover all 2,
Sure.
3, 4?
Yep.
They just explain this. So, Prothero Drive is that little street stub by DRM. It comes off of Commercial Avenue right now. You drive up there, basically they park a lot of semis on that little street stub. So that is technically called Prothero Drive. But with the new Viking Drive extension south, that's where we're going to connect. So we don't want a street changing name in the middle of the street. So Tim and I thought when we did with the treatment plant and that new street, there's gonna be a street stub there. Eventually that street might go through to Golf Course Road. We call that road Prothero Drive and then change the existing Prothero to South Viking Drive. And then the process, because we're with the north-south in the city, with Main Street dividing that, we did that with Golf Course Road too. That we changed Viking Drive to North Viking Drive and then to the south would be South Viking Drive. So that's kind of what all 3 of these are doing. And we're just trying to get ready for when the stuff is built. We put the signs up and that way we have everything official. Because when we did the CSM on the treatment plant, we just labeled, we didn't put a street name on that, so that has to be named. And if we do bid that out this coming up year, we need to have an address and we'll give it the Prothero Drive address.
Any questions for Steve?
One, Your Honor. Steve, did we contact DRM about a possible
Tim
address
talked to
change?
him a while ago about it.
They're where this is gonna happen. We also contacted the Prothero family as well, just to make sure they were in the loop about this.
All good? No problem.
Well, they're fine, yep.
And when we make the change, we'll notify them because it'll affect them the most. The north and the south isn't as big of an issue as the whole name change. So.
Any other questions for Steve? Thanks, Steve.
Yep.
Discussion, I'll take a motion. This will be for number 2.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Kane,
Second.
seconded by Gargano. Anything further? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Number 3 is approve or deny resolution 4533-23, dedicating Prothero Drive between South Wingle Drive and South Golf Course Road. Any questions on that? I'll take a motion.
Move to approve, Your Honor.
Motion by Knudsen,
Second.
seconded by Seamanson. Anything further? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And number 4, approve or deny resolution 4534-23, renaming Viking Drive to North Viking Drive, north of East Main Street to the city limits, and to South Viking Drive, south of East Main Street to Commercial Avenue. Questions on that, or I'll take a motion.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Kaney,
Second.
seconded by Hyden. Anything further? All in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Thanks again, Steve. Recommendations from boards, committees, and commissions. We have one item for the evenings from the Plan Commission. Second reading and public hearing on ordinance 1965-23, amending the zoning at 420 Plum Street, South School Estates from R3 residential to B3 business. Applicant Dan DeBates. Brian, how are you doing?
Good, thanks, Mayor. So the R3 goes back to the Commonwealth days when they were expected developer. It's gonna be multifamily, but now that Dan has it, he's had some interest in commercial uses as well as for that building, so to make sure it conforms to zoning. Plan Commission recommends B3 zoning, which will allow some commercial if possibly. And anything that would come, any new commercial would also have to go to the Plan Commission, so there's still some stopgap there. So it's not just anything would be allowed commercial, so Plan Commission recommends B3.
Questions for Brian before we take public hearing? Thanks, Brian. I'll take public hearing. Anyone wishing to speak for or against the adoption of ordinance 1965-23? Anyone wishing to speak for or against the adoption of ordinance 1965-23? Final call. Anyone wishing to speak for or against the adoption of ordinance 1965-23? Hearing no one, I'll close the public hearing, take the council for discussion or a motion of one's in order.
Move to approve.
Motion by Gargano,
Second.
seconded by Kaney. Anything further? Jake, roll call, Mary ready.
Moon.
Aye.
Hyde.
Aye.
Schulte. Gargano.
Aye.
Kenny.
Aye.
Friends.
Aye.
Peterson.
Aye.
Knudsen.
Aye.
Siemens.
Aye.
9-9, thank you very much. Commission, committee, board, and staff reports. Public Works.
Public Works met the week before Thanksgiving. And we had Town and Country Engineering from our developers for the sewage plant, and there's no other way to put it, but the prices that we expected or that we had hoped for that were originally put out in 2000 or 2001 are way, way low. The sewage plant is gonna cost way more money than what we anticipated. There'll be a request coming forward to the council for an additional rate increase this year. We have contracted with Staub, is that correct?
We're not gonna do that now.
Oh, I'll take that away. I guess I'll forget that. But Steve and Tim and our financial advisors have been looking at options, and they have hopefully come up with some solutions for us. But
We have a plan.
we have a plan. We have a plan. Thank you, Tim. And that will be forthcoming. But just so everybody knows, there will be some sticker shock.
All right, Utility Commission.
Utility met last week. As a thank you to our veterans, utility partnered with Deli Bean, Cafe, Donnie's, Greenwoods, Jay's Pub, and the Reedsburg Country Club to provide meals to the veterans on Veterans Day. And this year we served 214, which was a nice increase from previous years. The electric crew installed new services at the Holiday Inn, Retzlaff Edition, the Wingle Drive storage buildings, and the Sauk County building. So that's all up to speed. Fiber crews are working on projects in Baraboo, Lake Delton, Hill Point, Lone Rock, Lime Ridge. thinking the weather's gonna slow them down a little bit now, but, and we approved the 2024 electric, water, and light speed budgets.
Busy meeting. Plan commission, we discussed and looked over the site plan review for the new Dollar General. It's gonna be on the west side. They're moving forward, looking to break ground in the spring. Addition for the Grassy Funeral Home, we looked at that conditional use permit and looked over those plans as well, and they look to break ground in the spring as well with that. That'll be a nice addition. And looked at some conditional use permit for some mini storage units on the far east side. That was a pretty good meeting as well. CDA.
We looked at two more incubator requests and helping both of them get started. So we're continue to get requests. So
Love that program. Any other committee, commission, or staff member that want to report anything that we didn't hear about? All right, Office of the Mayor, I'm gonna hold out and wait till the end. Tom Stevenson,
Nothing tonight, Your Honor.
Dave Knudsen,
Nothing tonight, thank you.
Phil Keaggy,
Nothing tonight, thanks.
Nancy Friends,
Nothing, thank you.
Adam Caney,
Nothing tonight.
the wonderful Max,
Nothing tonight.
Jake from City Hall,
Nothing tonight.
Tim Becker, Mike Gargano,
Nothing.
Jason
I
Schulte.
hate to break the streak. So nothing tonight.
Wow. Sonny Hyde, you got something, don't you?
Nothing tonight.
Dave moving something?
Not at all.
Well, I hope everybody had a successful, I was gonna start to pull some strings here, successful deer hunt and, had a great Thanksgiving. It was a nice weekend. Definitely, the weather was decent on Thanksgiving for everyone to get together. This weekend is, trying to think what's going on this weekend. There's a, city park, event for the, Christmas light program. This week is not Living Windows, it's the following week, I do believe.
It's a cookie walk though. I
Cookie
believe.
walk is this weekend, yep. So a lot going on, it's starting to be that holiday season, so make sure where you possibly can to shop local and help our local merchants. It's their busy time of the year and we'll keep them busy with what we can manage to get around and make sure we shop locally where we can. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head, so I'll take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion by Gargano,
Second.
seconded by Friends. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So, motion carries. Thanks, everybody.